So, anyway, my name is Brian Barnagati, and welcome, folks, one and all, to ActRaiser. We already have a deal for this, but I thought I would put my intel onto this. So let's see what we can do about. So this is XSplit. I don't know if you can actually see it or not, but I am actually going to put down. No, I'm not going to put myself on camera. That would be kind of silly. So yes, this right here, can't tell, this is XSplit. This is one of the ones that back in the day, I don't remember what I had before, but this is actually the best I've ever had for PC. And let me tell you something about PC. PC has always been something that I always loved more than anything, and I actually loved it, especially when emulation became a thing. And even though I still like mobile, ever since I figured out and discovered mobile, I can only do so much with mobile. So that's the thing about mobile. So this is as far as I've ever gotten with this. And I want to say, like, add resources, stuff like that. If you want to do yourself a favor, it's crazy, but you can actually download it from the web and put it on your own hard drive. Now, this is for free, and yes, it is legit, despite what anybody says. But you have to make sure you know where you're going to. There's actually a legit source to go to. It's just you search it up for yourself on the web. I can't tell you where to go to. I know that's stupid, but apparently other people will brag about it and say, "No, this is illegal." No, it's not. Because even if you own a thing, it's more harder to do it unless you know what the hell you're doing, getting it off the actual CD itself. Or the actual cartridge, for that matter. Say you own the most racing game you could think of. And unless you can figure out how to capture it into the computer, which I'm sure there's numerous ways of doing that, I won't be doing that. No. Can't say I would never do it if I ever found out how to, but yes, I would, so that I can capture it off of my device. And yes, I still would like to use cheats anyway. So I would like to do where I could do it that way, but that's impossible. So I mean, that's even more impossible to do than me to bring it up on my computer and say this is me recording and whatnot. So yeah. Anyway, let's get back to the game. I just wanted to quickly show you guys this, and I'll get rid of this so that we can see. All I gotta do is see what I'm doing, but I'm removing it. So, oops, that was stupid. That was kind of dumb. Actually, I want to put down. Yeah, the thickness. So let's get back to here. Let me. Now, I have no idea how to make this any bigger than it can be. So, it goes maximum screen for me. So, if you want full screen, yeah, I can't do much about that. All I can do is just try to play this the way that I have tried to do. I used to be a way you could do it. As a matter of fact, they also tried to have Gamecaster and Broadcaster. I never understood which one was better, but eventually they did put all the stuff that was Gamecaster into Broadcaster, which I guess is a better thing. I don't know. Either way, let's just move on and stuff. And the reason why you see that happening is that's just me putting it in full screen, even though it's weird that it's going full screen for me. But that's the way it goes because I like it full screen. I don't need to know what time it is. I've got a phone for crying out loud. I've got a clock whenever I can read it. Yeah, I know I suck at reading digital clocks, or not digital clocks, but analog clocks. You know, a lot of people say analog is crazy and it's an old form. But here's the thing about clocks. Without going into it specifically how you can tell what time it is, it's the difference between a digital clock and one with hands. Hands meaning they move on their own when you put a battery in it. And what they would call that is, believe it or not, it's called analog. Yes, it is. Even though the analog is also for the digital purpose of ways for the when you bring up the sticks, the joysticks on your controller. So, yeah. I mean, even though that wasn't with every console, no, mind you, but it was something that people actually adored and enjoyed. I mean, you know, even though the regular controller was just as good, but, you know, we had to have our joysticks. Because we like our joysticks, we like both. So we got, instead was a controller that did both. Please create a name for yourself. Press the B button to enter any letter you select. Press the white button to cancel or any letter entry. Press start button once you have created your name. I think I'm going to have to delete the video if I already have it up there. So, but because the thing is, for some reason, you know, it was working fine when I first tried to do the game on mobile, but then, you know, I mean, I always know I gotta have controller anyway. That's good. Are you awake, Sir Killer? I am the angel sent to help you recover your lost strength. Bleh. Anyway, now all types of monsters are in total control of the earth. This all came about because of a demon they called Tangira, the one who sealed your power. In order to restore your power, you will need to rekindle the people's faith in you. What am I, a god or something? I mean, although I can't complain about that, but anyway. But first, let us go down to the earth and destroy all monsters, that we may, but it made more sense anyway, we may establish a peaceful land for our people to dwell in. Now, we have to let that go because this is based on the cartridge, because the cartridge, as limited as it was, didn't have a whole lot of room, so you couldn't put so and make it make more sense. So, even though that, yes, it would. But see, all this stuff doesn't mean a doggone thing to us right now. Okay, this should be fine, like that. Yeah, that should be fine. Let me go ahead and do this. Sir Killer, if we destroy all monsters in this land, people will be able to live here again. Yeah, about that. Are you ready? We have no choice, because this is actually the land you're supposed to start in, believe it or not. You don't actually have to, which is one of the greatest things about Activated. But you're going to want to start here because this is the starting point of all people who start the game. Fillmore. So. Now we want to go ahead and start practicing our stuff. Yeah, we can actually pause. How do I attack? Yeah, we need to like, okay. This is the thing I have trouble with anyway, is trying to get the unit to attack. Okay. But we can't even do that. We're kind of... How do we even play this game? Okay, we need to reset this. This is really dumb. It's really, I mean, and what is the thing? Really? Maybe I need that to be, I have no idea. I do not I do not presume to know that I know what. So hang on a minute. Okay, X is that. And I would say Y is this. Okay. B. Y. And then, yeah, there we go. Okay, so there we go. Now we gotta reset the game, unfortunately. So yeah, now we gotta go through all this again. Crazy as it seems. Yes, this will be a really long video, but anyway. I have to also be careful how much space I actually have, because I don't have a whole lot of room, like, despite what you may think. But I have enough room I could probably at least do a long hour video if need be. Hopefully it won't come to that point, but if I have to, I have to, so. Yeah. Yeah, blah, 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 okay. So if we go to here, it should be, maybe I should put this downward, I don't know. Oh, I definitely want to do this. Okay. Finish recording. You want to continue building your portal. Yes, Sir Killer, you are so diligent and hardworking. If you must, please continue, and I will. That's us right there, level 1, HP 08, SP, whatever that is, 20, 020, MP 00, next 0080, total 000, 4 zeros, magic nothing, item nothing. We got 3 hearts. I can't tell you what that means, but anyway, score 0, Act 1, Act 2, Fillmore 0, 0, Billeppool, Canzadara, Atios, Marana, and North Wall. Let's do it then. Sir Killer, if we destroy all the fart knockers are in this world, if we fart them to death, they'll be okay, right? May luck be with you. Oh, it will. Now, what we should be able to do now, hopefully that I've corrected this, means I've been able to attack. So there it is. There it is. Okay, here we go. Means absolutely nothing to get score in this game, I don't think, anyway, unlike in Gradius 3. So yeah. Yeah, you want to try and avoid that? There it is. Now, see, that's what I was having problem with before with that, because it was not letting me. Yeah. So the reason why we want to go back this way is because there's something we can actually pick up. You couldn't have been able to do this unless you'd gone this way anyway. So, yep, there it is. That's what we came for. And at least we don't have to fight this guy. And always remember, if you're going to fight this guy, you always have to do it where you're dodging it. And you have to be able to jump and attack that. That's the only way to get through there. Yeah. Apples just refill your health as you're down. Hearts just keep you from, have you give you a little bit of extra lives and stuff. So this fight coming up is nothing to fancy about. There is also something else we should be able to get. Yeah, I screwed up there. There we are. Now we got 5 lives. So what you want to do is you actually want to be on one of these trees. Doesn't matter where you go. Yeah, because it's very important that you actually are on these things. there's the boss. Now this guy is very hard to get if you don't know what the hell you're doing. He's about like the hardest boss there is. So yeah, you gotta run away every time you start doing that. Whoa! Want to make sure he doesn't get too close to you because he'll... Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't want to get attacked by that. Uh-huh. Yeah, he's done. There's nothing over here, so you know. Yep. Also, time also adds to your score. So there you go. We did it. This was Fillmore Act 1. It said all the enemies, right? But also your HP gets restored. So, and you can't go back, so there's not much point worrying about it anyway. You missed out on anything, then you missed out on something. But at least you have plenty of stuff to go through. There's a lot of stuff we gotta go to, and this is our first village anyway. Sir Killer Fillmore may become a land where people can live in peace. Our first duty is to protect our people from any monsters. I will do as you instruct. Please rid the land of these monsters with my arrows. There are several mysterious circles on the ground which represent monsters' lairs. If you direct the people correctly, they will be able to seal the lairs. You will discover the monster that controls this land. If destroyed, control of this land's destiny will return her people. All right, my master. Let us work towards peace. Sir Killer, I know it is unexpected, but our people in Fillmore have something to tell you. My master, we are having a difficult time building homes because of many bushes. Please burn the bushes and guide us as we begin to build our roads. Yeah. So the reason why you would want to come here is there are many options. So right here, so if you get hit, don't worry about it. You're filled up. At least you don't have to worry about a game over here. There seems to be 150 neighbor bats left in this lair. So the thing is, in order to seal it up, you actually have to get rid of them. These guys will move on their own too. You know, and also, if you do this as well, you get more villagers and stuff that will actually do this. So, unlike in any other mode, don't be afraid that if your HP goes down. So, it's not a big deal if I lose all my HP. I'd rather not, because if we do, then we can't get very far. So that is something that you should keep in mind when you're playing something like this. So yeah, this is a very good game. One of my favorite games as well. I don't think it actually went up to the top 10 or anything. So the reason why you want to get rid of these guys is because, you know, the worst of all is these guys, because they will destroy your villages, and that's not good once they start moving. So yeah, you want to take out these guys really quick. So yeah, there seems to be 241 blue dragons. So when they said several areas, there's not really several, there's quite a few per village, so you may as well know that. Now, the thing they were talking about, I can even bring it up, hang on. Okay, it's this. Yeah, you gotta push it up with a circle, I guess. So, building direction, this, and that. Some of these are not going to be available to you, so don't worry about them. Or rain. Rain is only useful for, like, you know, grilling the people and whatnot, I guess. So they have nothing to offer. So, watch this. We have nothing to offer this year, my master. That doesn't really affect anything, though. In case you ever wonder, oh, it will affect anything. Not really. So, Sir Killer, you have no possessions. Yeah, so, you know, but if we don't take care of these guys, you know, also they move around with these bats, so these guys we don't have to worry about unless you're building a village. So you just want to get rid of them as fast as you can. And if you don't sell all these things in time, they will respawn, just so you know. You gotta be careful with these guys because they'll go. I don't know, but eventually we'll run out of bats. 231 left. So yeah, this is the one that you should be heavily working on anyway, rather than the bats anyway. Those are too easy to get rid of. Because these blue ones take an awful long time. There'll even be ones that can take longer, but these are the ones you want to heavily focus on. Once we get to a certain point, there's two of them you're going to be taking care of more than you are these bats. Let me tell you right now. Can't say what they are, and if you know, shh, no spoilers. If you say any spoilers, your comment will be removed. Like I said, any spoilers should be, should not exist until after the playthrough is done. Doesn't matter if you've actually seen it before or not. By anyone else or by me. Don't spoil it whatsoever. So anyway, my name is Brian Barnett Gotzi. Not that that matters, even though I put Killer in there. I don't go by that name. I just happen to put that in there. Just because I can. Plus, my full name wouldn't fit in there, even though Killer fully fits in there. Or barely does. I got another name that I've used before. And that was the one I actually used before Killer. There was also another one I used was Jack. But anyway. So, I don't have any more personalities I wish to create. I don't regret having them, but I just don't care to do it anymore. It's just not something I want to get into. So that level is not that hard to do. So this is going to be not exactly easy the more they get us down to absolutely nothing. Yeah. Yeah, the thing about the arrows is that you don't have really a choice on how hard they have to hit, because it takes a few shots. They don't get better either over time. 202 left. So, I'm not even sure how much time it's passed. That's one thing I don't like about this, is that I can't tell how much time it's been. I need to really put up a timer. I can put one up for silent on there, but like I said, see, don't be afraid to get your health down. The more health you had, the more you could survive, but they still can knock you down if you're not careful, because they hit pretty doggone hard. And there's even ones that are going to hit even harder than that, so be very cautious about that. So, I mean cautious about that. So, but right now we don't have to worry about that. But as we progress, there will be more stuff that we can actually do. Plus, if we get these done early enough, we can actually start building some extra stuff that you wouldn't be able to normally do. Anyway, so 188 blue dragons left. Still gonna take a while. I don't even know how many Napier bats. Oh, this one here is probably done. Seems to be 120 of those. Those really never take as long. Seems to be 124. So you can check them if you want to. It's always a good idea to engage how much are. So I'm guessing 150 per layer, but I wouldn't know. So I do know that these generally are 250 or more. Usually about 400 as far as I know, which, my God, that takes to get through. So that's something that's I've never liked. But anyway, so yeah, this headset is the one I have on me right now. If you don't know, actually is just actually on the left side. I never hardly ever use it, but it doesn't really matter for the left side. I'm just going to keep working on this guy. We know I don't mean to work on those guys. I don't really care. So, the more you can get done as well, the more you can get this. And plus, once you do this, you won't have to worry about them. So, but if you actually first start this game, the first thing you would have done was, even though you didn't have a choice, was attack these while trying to build. I would recommend it if you know. If you don't know, well, you wouldn't have known anyway. What you gotta do is you gotta take down all these creatures, but just focus on the blue one, as much as you can. You know, that's not easy to do with these guys that are flying at you. Eventually, they'll stop coming after you, but this guy will be no problem eventually. Yeah, those guys, as we whittle them down. Yeah. Okay, and if you want to know what that tapping is, that's me tapping on my controller. Don't have much of a choice. Because that's what it is when you have to do this. And I'm hitting the triangle button, which is my attack button for this guy. It's weird that it's different for sometimes for the games. I don't know why, but it doesn't really matter anyway. So, anyway, the thing I like about a computer as well, it sets you up so that you can actually have more than one controller. Even though that mobile, that's just why the mobile is not the greatest, because unless you have like where you're playing it online, it doesn't mean a doggone thing. So let's keep going. Yeah, so as I go along, I will be trying to set up more emulators, but I'll have to wait till I upgrade. Right now, I can't. I can only barely do what I got right now. So, but I'll keep with what I got from mobile. And right now, I have currently Final Fantasy VIII that's set up and ready to go, but it's not going to be the same. So, but I'm not going to release that until I'm done doing anything. Like I said, I don't do the Final Fantasy thing. So all I care about is just like doing whatever I feel like doing. I don't believe in challenging myself doing the whole just the thing by itself. Like I said, if I was going to do it, I'd be doing all versions, which is fairly impossible to do. I don't care what anybody says. You're not doing them all if you can't beat even the slightest ones that are there. Like, I don't know, Final Fantasy 11. We know that's online. Let's see, what else is there? All the games that are not even existed, including the fan-made games, the versions that they have for Final Fantasy 1 through 6, and not to mention, I guess eventually, once you get that done, you can, do the pixelated versions, and then once you have done that, and before you tackle on the newer later games, then you've at least accomplished doing all that, if you even care. But if you're not really caring about how to do it properly, then don't brag about how much it is that you need to do that. I think I've already said that once, but anyway. Then it really bugs me when people do that. Oh, yeah, this is what do I call a challenge, instead of doing, the way that, instead of just openly admitting that you're doing the ones that you want to do. And that's fine. If you want to do that, then I don't have a problem with it. Just say that already, instead of just saying, I challenged myself to do all of them that's been done in existence. No, you didn't. That's a freaking lie. I know, because I could tell, dude. I know when people have done things when they haven't. When did you do Final Fantasy First Soldier? When did you do all the fan-made games and stuff? When did you do all that? You never did, you lying scumbag. I hate to be that way towards anybody, but again, that's not me saying you can't do what you want to do. Just don't say it, you know. You ain't doing it the way you say you are. That's like basically a big old disclaimer, like, hey, maybe I should have just stuck to lying for the rest of my life, Oh, it's like when people go around. What also bugs me around people as well, they're all in it for the money. I can get the idea of earning the money, but not just being in it for the money. I don't care if you're poor, if you're down on your luck. Don't be just in it for the money. It's like, that's what they practically force you to do when you go into a job force. You have to be in it for the money. Especially because of how, prices go up. And again, inflation does not exist. I don't care what you say, except for the word to be greedy. That's all it is. If you can't accept that, then you're fooling yourself. People trying to be greedy, especially people who just are just in it for just the money, the paycheck. But again, I understand, you deserve it when you actually work for it and all that, but you can't just be in it for that. Because if you did that, nobody would even bother to show up. Which, again, I can understand if the environment doesn't work right and everything, and the way they treat their employees and stuff like that. Yeah, okay. But honestly, dude, I think we're about done with these guys here. I think one of them might be done. 84, that one's getting done. Seems to be 91 neighbor fast in that one. Yeah, so yeah, these will be done before you know it. This bluebird I have a problem with. Yeah, and they will go off screen after a little bit, but then they'll respawn. 100 of these are left. Jeez. Yeah. Yeah, always a good idea every now and then to check and see where you're at. But I don't know how much they got left. So I'm going to keep going until I feel like I want to stop here. I don't want to keep, I mean, I don't want to wear at this button, but I feel like I'm going to have to in order to do that. One thing I hate about controllers as well, now that I think about it, you know, you can actually, easily wear out buttons and stuff, which actually ultimately wears out the controller. It's like, that's why that people shouldn't probably be playing games like, Street Fighter, stuff like that, Mortal Kombat, because you wear out controllers and stuff. You also can wear out screens, don't get me wrong, but at least you take a least likely chance of it than you would, just doing your whole thing and trying to do this. Yeah. 85 left. See, that's good progress because we've been working on this non-stop here since we've been playing this. This is pretty good. And I don't know how long we've been going on, but, I'm not afraid to do an hour. I just don't like doing an hour. If I can help it, And, sometimes I don't mind if I'm in the mood, depends, that kind of thing. And I guarantee you that if I was playing Command & Conquer Regular Retaliation with a controller, I wouldn't even hesitate to chat because it would be more commentary than just doing nothing. Yeah, this is also why it makes it more wear-outable because of having to constantly fight these suckers every dang time they spawn up and try to come after you. That's the problem about these bats, because they always try to come after you, stop you. It doesn't even matter if you're not firing at the bluebirds. Their main target is this guy, which you wouldn't think is possible since it's an angel. But yeah, they'll do it. They don't care. Used to be 67 left. I hate when my hand goes numb. Yeah, so I'm just gonna continuously do this, and then we'll stop, and then we'll do another episode. Eventually. Right now, though, I mean, we are making a lot of progress, Oh boy, I love Actraiser, I really do. But most of the time, you're just better out with the controller anyway. Although there was this one fight I don't remember being in, I can't tell you where it's at though, that didn't really matter whether you had a controller or not, it just kind of was hard. But it also depended on if you started the game there or not. Once again, you can do that, but it's not advisable. It's advisable to always start out with the first town. Because you can also do where you can expand and help them more grow when you start out like this than you would be just starting with any town. And even though it's kind of easier to pick up on them, but just doggone bats and stuff. Even though I like bats, I really do, generally speaking. But and blue dragons, I guess. I don't really care about what color they are. Yeah, I had to take a hit there because, Yeah, it's going to take a little bit, and then we could take another episode and try to start building and stuff. That'd be a good thing. And then we can move on. Sound like BitChute, I can't really do much in terms of how long I can make a video. Already 5 o'clock. I need to get over there and finish up doing my secondary dinner. Yeah, when I consume so much, I do so much, yeah, there's a whole lot I gotta do. Dude. But anyway, now we're almost done. Almost done. Oh, crap. Stupid bugs bugging me. In real life. Ugh. I tell you what, though, another reason I don't like these wires when you get sweaty and stuff. More when it's more noticeable, it makes you almost about break the wire, and that's just not good. Yeah, we're almost done with this. This is pretty good, though. A lot of good progress this is doing. Because I like it, we've made a lot of progress. So, but, you know, I'm glad I went ahead and fixed that because, you know, I didn't know it that I had screwed up on the action button there, but I'm glad I fixed that, though. Yep, 18 left. So we're gonna go check it out with these bats and see what their thing is. It's 45 left. Jeez, it won't take that long. See, because we've been also attacking them while we were taking them down. Wasn't trying to, but didn't have much of a choice. 58. Still won't take that long. These guys are about generally that weak anyway. Oh, 36. Huh, that would probably be the one after this one here. Yeah, so that'll be that one there. And the one with the 45 would be the one that would be the next one that goes down. Yep. You can tell when it stops is when they stop popping up. That's when they, you know, stop being a thing you could take down. You'd be like, well, huh? Because, yeah. Seems to be 11 left. It's not bad at all. Yep, soon enough we'll be done. But here's the thing as well. It's going to get longer each and every time, though, the more we advance, more progress, really, with villages and stuff. Especially the stages. They're going to get even longer, too. So... once we get this done, we can start building and stuff. Yeah, just one more left. Yep, and that should about do it. Sir Killer, there are no more monsters in this layer. We need to lead our people to this layer in order to seal it forever. Yeah, about that. We can't do that. 36 Napers. Napier bats. I like that. 50 of those left. Okay. There seems to be 26 of these left. Yeah. As a matter of fact, if you were doing this like in a certain way, you could have stopped after the fact at a certain point and then taken on the next part and then come back and then finish them off. But it's just better to do this because if you don't take them out now, you get them done and everything, yeah, by the time you come back from doing that thing, I can't tell you what it is though, you'd be screwed. It's not going to give you a game over, but it's going to really screw up a bunch of stuff, so don't even. 13 Napier left. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit the mic there. It was just kind of touching my face. Kind of happens when you know, let it wrinkle your feathers, I guess, when you're not trying to. The thing about neighbor bats, they could fly up very high that I didn't notice before, but yeah, I forgot what they do. Excuse me? What the hell? Hey! 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 I see you! Stupid mouse. Six left. Nice. Yeah, that's the good thing about those. You can take them out pretty quick. They pop up, and there are no more left in that thing there. Yep. So this is one of them that we can actually go to. Anyway, so that's the thing we gotta do. So let's go ahead and take out this one here. 27 left in there. Let's see how much we got left in this whole thing. 39 left. Yeah, that's what happens when they pop up off the screen. Yep, as I take this one down, that'll be the last one to go, and then we can start building stuff. That would be great, wouldn't it? So yeah, you know where you are, you know what you want, the true, real classic games and stuff, and the retro classic games. Subscribe, smash that subscribe button, smash the like button, smash the share button. Give it some views, because this is going to be one hell of a show. I'll be throwing it all, let me tell you right now. Although a lot of it will have to be held back up until I get upgrades for this. But this so far has been the computer that actually has worked out for me. I would definitely say so, because I don't regret getting this. Yeah, one left. Holy crap. Sir, killer, there's blah 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 blah. Okay. So every time that happens, that means it's time to do that. But we still gotta wait for them to do their thing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna finish off the last bit of it over here. 31 neighbor blacks. I was also waiting for a video to process, because it's just not used to me making videos from a computer. But you know, it's fine. Been one heck of a week. Can't believe it that that storm get us in pretty good. I mean, of course, it's not the first time we've had that happen, you know. 13 left. Nice. Won't be that much longer until we've actually cleared this entire land, and then we can pause and stop. Yep, there's 2 more neighbor bats we gotta knock out. Gotta fart on them. Get them to be farted. Oh, that was it. Okay, we took it out. Nice. Alright. So, what we're going to do here is we're going to... if I can get it to do its thing. Circular, do you want to record the progress your world has made? Oh, yes. Finish recording. Do you want to continue building your world? Yes. Circular, you are so diligent and hardworking. If you must, please continue. But we will in another episode. For now, let's escape here. Put that there. And I think in the next episode I'll get a timer going, because this is going to suck. otherwise. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Until then,